I think we should move on to Mr. J.D. Jeyaretnam now. It's your turn to ask the questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We've been told that this plan was first mooted in 1984.
82.
82, all right.
84 publicly.
Yes. Pray, why in 1982 and not before? Was it because the 31st of October saw an opposition member in Parliament?
Mr. Jeyaretnam, you flatter yourself. In 1972, the Constitution was amended to prevent sovereignty from being
Well,
surrendered.
Brigadier General Lee, answer
Because
the
you
question.
ran the line in
Mr. Chairman,
1982.
I think...
Well, Brigadier General Lee, answer the question.
In 1982.
Why in 82?
Because by 1982, a sufficiently large amount of reserves had been built up that we were worried for Singaporeans that should something happen, their savings would not be protected. Before that, there was no money.
Was there a large jump in the reserves from 81 to 82?
These are cumulative
Please
steps.
answer the question.
The
Was
PAC
there a big jump in the reserves?
The reserves have been building up year by year because we have never touched them.
But why? Before 82, this plan was never hatched up.
Why should we not?
Well, why? I'd like to know. Will you please answer that question?
Mr. Chairman, there's always a time to introduce certain amendments. This was discussed first in 1982. Mr. Jeyaretnam would like to think that this was prompted by his victory in Anson. I think...
Well, it's not what I think, Mr. Goh. That's what the public in Singapore think. That's so plain to everybody.
Mr. Chairman,
May I move on to the next question? Do not these proposals make a radical change to the parliamentary system?
Yes, they make a radical change to our Constitution. That
Thank
is
you.
why they have
May I
been
go
fully
on to the next
discussed
question?
and are being presented for the population to decide upon them in the election.
May I make the next question? You agree that they make a radical change. If you look at your white paper, you say there should not be any radical change. But now you admit there's going to be a radical change. Why don't you go to the people on this radical
As
change?
Mr. Goh has explained, we will take it step by step. First, a white paper, debated, explained. Second, major general election issue. We didn't have to do that, but we have chosen to make it a general election issue. You notice, Mr. Jeyaretnam, that in your paper towards the Caring Society, you have made no mention of the elected president, have you?
But you don't answer my question.
Because...
You have admitted that this makes a radical change, and this is my party's stand. It is going to reduce the role and powers of Parliament.
Can I ask where in your program you have covered this
subject? Please don't evade my question.
Mr.
Please
Jeyaretnam,
don't evade my question.
You're
We are
presenting
here
this.
to debate this issue.
Yes, you're
not
presenting
what
this.
appeared and what not appeared in the
You are
hammer.
presenting this as a fundamental issue of momentous significance.
It
We
is.
agree.
It is.
Well, where is it in your program?
Brigadier General Lee, will you please answer my question?
Where was it?
I mean, and not try and, evade the issue by saying, oh, you didn't raise this before.
Did you raise it in the...
I'm raising it now.
Did you raise it in the
Answer
party's
the question.
political broadcast
All
on
right.
Sunday?
Now, next question to you, Brigadier General Lee or Mr. Goh Chok Tong. Under these proposals, where is the check on the President? Where is the check on the President? Can you tell me?
Well, the President does not have the power to initiate any policy. So he cannot, on his own, change any policy. That lies with the government.
I'm not asking you about initiating policy.
I have not yet completed.
Where is the check
I
on
have
the
not yet completed
President's
my
use of
answer.
his powers?
I have not yet completed my answer. The President does not initiate any policy. It is the Prime Minister and his cabinet that do so. The President can decide to say no to certain proposals of the government. The question is, where is the President check?
There's a check on the President.
Right.
Yes.
Hence, the need to have an elected President. The check is with the people. If the President does not do a good job,
People will throw
The
him
people
out.
will throw him out very quickly.
Well, have you seen your proposal on how to throw the president out? They are very cumbersome and tortuous.
Oh,
Have you seen that?
Oh, the president has got to
And-
go
and
before
yet-
the people every 6 years.
And yet, you take the line that it's cumbersome to go to the people now, at this precise moment.
Mr. Jeyaratnam,
Before
we
we
have
introduce
not
the
said that.
change.
You have not listened to Mr. Goh's opening statement. What we
I
said was,
have listened.
first debate it in the general election, then introduce a bill in Parliament, then have a select committee hearing. You may present your proposals, alternative views, objections. And if at that point,
May I,
after all those
may I come
debates,
back to my question?
there is still a need for
May
a
I come back
referendum,
to the question?
we will do so.
Your colleague JB also wants to raise a
May I come back to this question?
Yes.
Do you agree that the president is not accountable to Parliament? He cannot be made to answer to Parliament if he decides not to allow the government to spend any reserves, or he blocks the appointment of any civil servant. Do you accept that?
The president
Is accountable to the
is
people.
accountable
You
to the
accept that?
people. And
The question is he accountable to Parliament? Please.
he's accountable to the people.
You don't answer my question, Mr. Goh.
No,
Where
I
does it say that
directly.
he can be summoned to Parliament to answer these questions?
Well, his reply is he's accountable to the people.
Doesn't that diminish the supremacy of Parliament? Does it not?
Mr. Jeyaratnam, you are dying to lord it over the people, aren't you?
Parliament is the people's body. I'm not lording it over them. I'm defending the people's rights. Parliament stands for the people.
Well, we have now run out of time, but it is the moderator's time, and Mr. Cheong had a question. If there's a quick question, I'll allow it.
No, I have the other half of the questioning to
No.
do. You have agreed on that?
No, it's...
Yes.
So there's 6 minutes.
Yes, you are
Sorry, go
supposed
ahead.
to give me 6
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
So, can I start?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Now, Mr. Goh, you are going to be the next Prime Minister of Singapore. Can I put this question to you? Do you agree that there should be a national referendum on this question of elected president?
It is here, doesn't.
No, my position is very clear. I do not believe in going to the people on every issue. You can't govern through a referendum.
No, this is not every issue, Mr. Goh.
No, let me finish. You can't govern through a referendum. But I've stated my position very clearly. If after all this discussion, first this debate in this studio, debate outside this studio before the people, select committee, after the bill has been tabled in Parliament, and you, I, and everybody agrees that there's no consensus on this important issue, I am prepared to refer this subject to the people for a referendum.
No, as a matter of principle, let's take aside all this talk about consensus. Do you agree on principle that this is a very important issue, as important as dismantling our armed forces, as important as giving up our sovereignty because we are going to give up our parliamentary system? Do you agree on this issue in principle that we require a referendum?
No. It is not on the same genre
Thank
as
you, Mr. Goh. Now,
selling your sovereignty to other
all right.
countries.
Now, Mr. Goh, assuming that you do not, you go with what you have just said, that there is no national referendum on this question, and you have 2/3 majority in Parliament, do you agree to give an assurance to the people of Singapore that no more executive powers will be handed over to the elected president unless you go back to the people on a national referendum to get the permission to do so?
No, we have stated this
bind
very
its
clearly.
successors.
We've all said
No,
this.
do you...
This proposal
If you
is to
form the
safeguard
government-
money.
I'm asking Mr. Goh, please.
Mr.
Not
Cheong,
Mr. Lee.
we speak together. This proposal is to safeguard money. We have said that there will be no amendments not related to this money and key people, because key people are related to money. No clearer undertaking is possible. There are no other components to this. The PAP lays its cards on the table. We did not even have to open this subject. We have presented it because we want it debated.
No, I've got
And
only 3
it
minutes.
is
Can you please
a
answer
key
the
subject.
question, yes or no? The question is,
We
if
have-
you have 2/3 majority in
We
Parliament...
have no intention
and-
of making any further amendments.
All right, so you would be willing to go to the people on a national referendum, should you require further powers
We will
given?
proceed the way we have always done, with full public discussion on any issue. But
No,
this
do
is purely
you-
hypothetical.
Do you
because
agree to
we have
go
no
on a
intention of doing
national
any such thing.
referendum?
Public
The
discussion.
question is, do you agree to go to the
Mr. Chiam,
people?
there is no proposal. We're not intending
We are
to do any
talking of
such
a
thing.
system, please.
Mr.
Let us
Chiam, you
talk
are
of the
raising a
system.
hypothetical.
No, it is not hypothetical. You are thinking of 100 years ahead. We are only thinking of maybe 4 years ahead. Assuming that you have got problems, you are going to lose the election. Are you going to pass more powers to the government?
The answer is
without,
simple
without,
one.
without,
Could I answer you?
to the president without going to the people on a national
No,
referendum.
the answer is a simple one.
Yes or no?
And I repeat my point, that we don't believe in government through referendum. And we would
So
proceed.
your answer
No, we
is
would
no.
proceed
I've got
with
3
any
minutes only,
changes
Mr. Goh. Yes
in
or no?
accordance
I've got other
with the
questions.
way we have government Singapore all the time.
So your answer is no.
No, there must be full public discussion first. The answer is not a no or yes. There will
What
be a
sort of
full
public
public
Don't
discussion.
evade the question, Mr. Goh.
And
Yes or no? You are not willing to go on a national referendum if the government sees a need to hand more powers
no,
to
you are
the
assuming
president.
that we see the need to hand more powers to
Yes.
the president.
If that
I
arises,
have put
if
up
that
a
case
ver-
arises,
we have put up a very clear proposal that we are only interested in these two
so I
areas.
take it that you are not willing. Your answer is no. You are not going to go on national referendum.
We are not
in case it-
contemplating introducing any other